Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a favorites video, which I haven't done in forever. I don't usually do them monthly because I don't have favorites monthly. I kind of just wait until I have things that I'm really excited to talk to you guys about, and then I make the video. And I have products that I'm excited to share with you guys. Let's go ahead and get right into it. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is actually my lip color right now because I love this lip color and it's an affordable drugstore matte lip cream, and this is the CRAZE by MILANI. It's their AMORE matte lip creams, and I'm just excited because it is an affordable brand and it does look really, really beautiful. It's so vibrant. It's not patchy whatsoever. It's like a beautiful, vibrant neon coral shade, and I just feel like if you're looking for a good formula in the drugstore, MILANI has a really good one. I'm wearing it now so you could see how vibrant and not patchy it looks. I applied one light layer first and then I went over it one more time with a more generous layer. I like to do that just so it kind of stays longer. That's how I apply all my liquid lipsticks. It looks so good, super even, doesn't feel chunky, doesn't feel cakey, doesn't feel like I have anything on my lips, and it doesn't feel drying either, and it doesn't transfer. I've been using this palette recently. This is the new Brow Spectrum palette by ZOEVA. Looks like this. If you're really into brow powders, I feel like this is such a nice palette because it has so many different colors. The reason I like it is because it also has two shimmer shades for brow bone highlights, inner corner highlights, and it has one matte shade. Well, I like to set my eye all over with a more bone colored shade, and it has that perfect color in the palette as is. This color in the center is a little bit warmer and works really well as a transition shade in the crease. This is the one that I use on my brows, which is BRO60. It's very technical. I use this shade, sometimes a little bit of this darker brown shade as well on the tail of my brow where it's a little bit sparse. Then we have two really, really cool tone colors if you have a more ashy or cool tone hair color or brow color. What I like about this palette is it's just so universal. Even though it's a brow palette, it has so many things that you could use on your face. Like I said, the shimmer colors I use as inner corner or brow bone highlight, this one to set. I love to use this one as well. You could use it in the crease. I use this dark brown shade if I have like a clogged pore, a breakout. You know, you guys know I like to turn them into beauty marks like I have here. There's one over here as well. I like to do that. That's just something I like to do, and this is the perfect brown because it is cool toned dark brown. Basically, besides this color, which is a little bit too light for me, I use every single color in this palette for something, so it just has a lot of different uses. I feel like this is such a great universal palette, and it's good for professional makeup artists who need a lot of different colors, and it's also good for just one person who don't need a lot of colors. It's great. I love it. So next we have this OFRA blush palette. It's this nice huge professional palette. This is something I also like because, like I said, it has everything you would need in one palette. I actually like things like this lately because with traveling I don't like to take a lot of loose things. I like to kind of have as many things condensed and in one place as possible. So this is good for traveling because you never know what makeup look you're doing, and so you never know what color blush you may need, but you could just take this one palette and have all these different blushes. And I especially love this color right here because it's a super bronzy, warm tone, which I like. Obviously, you guys know I'm into the bronze. I also love this one. There's some lighter shades for lighter skin tones, and of course there's darker shades for darker skin tones. There's kind of a lot of things going on. This is probably the only one I don't really use. Actually, these two I don't really use. This one's a little too light for me. This one's, you know, a little too bright for me. This is a really good on-the-go palette. I've been using all the blushes from here basically every day. Oh no! I left my translucent powder slightly open apparently, and it just spilled all over my carpet. So the next item we're going to talk about is the Kat Von D Lock-It Brightening Powder. This is different than her translucent powder. She came out with this one, and I believe there's 3 shades: Petal, Peach, and then this one is Golden. This is what it looks like, this color, Golden. Kind of reminds me of like a banana type powder. So I tried Peach, and it was a little bit too dark. When I was doing my makeup on Snapchat, I felt like it looked really good. But then when I did it more in daylight, it was a little bit dark, but it did cancel out any darkness. So I feel like for deeper skin tones, or if you have a lot of darkness under the eyes, it would cover really, really well. Petal is a little too light for me, and so I tried Golden, which is a little bit more of a yellow undertone. I kind of have like pros and cons about this powder. I've really been liking it as far as the way it sits under my eyes. The brightening it does is like on another level. The only thing I've noticed is if you like to bake, this is probably not my favorite for baking because it does give you kind of a flashback. If you put too much, it can kind of look crazy. I I did that to myself and took some photos, and I was like, whoa. What I do now with this powder is I actually mix a little bit of this with my Laura Mercier translucent, or if you don't want to do all of that, this is better as like a light dusting under the eyes opposed to like packing it on underneath. It does sit really well in the fine lines and it looks really, really pretty and nice. It does what it says, it does brighten, but don't use too much because it'll brighten just too much. That's my 2 cents on this powder. I still have been using it and I really like how it looks, but you just have to be careful. Now we're gonna move on to concealers, and I've been using these and kind of talking about one of these a lot. This is the BECCA Luminous Perfecting Concealer. I always want to say Luminous Silk because I'm used to saying that for my foundation. I've been using the shade Medium, and I love this concealer so much because it's so natural. I could literally put this over my breakouts, my under eyes, and have no other makeup, and it looks like I'm wearing nothing. It kind of just looks like you have perfect skin. I wouldn't use this if you want like a super full coverage look, but if you are somebody who likes to wear a little concealer to the gym, or you just want to have those quick no makeup days, I like to blend this in with my finger so it's also really fast. You don't need to blend it in with a brush. I know some concealers work better with a beauty blender, things like that, but this one just looks so pretty, and I almost didn't give this concealer a chance. Thankfully, I decided to give it a shot because I love it so, so much. It's one of my favorite easy to wear concealers. So beautiful. I'm just like, I've never seen a formula like it. I really, really love it. And this is on the other spectrum of the concealer family, and I'm sure a lot of people have heard of this because you guys have all been hearing about it because it's that good. It really is that good. First, I wasn't a fan of this because for me it was a little too drying in the direct under eye area for me, but if you have hollows in your eyes or something that you really want to cover, this is just so amazing. So what I do is I put a little bit of this concealer like in the close under eye area, and this one I kind of place it like right here, bring it down the sides of the nose to slim it out. It's so nice. It's so full coverage. It's just like makes everything look seamless, like no hollows, no anything. And this is a trick I learned from Patrick Ta in his makeup class. So when you do the line of concealer down the bridge of your nose, you let it dry like a little bit more than you would normally, and then you blend it out, and it almost leaves a more defined, perfect line down your nose. So it just stays. This is something I wouldn't wear with like a no makeup day though. This is very full coverage, so that's where this one comes in. So they're kind of just opposite whatever you're looking for. These are the best. Next, we have the Bobbi Brown Golden Bronze Sparkle Liquid Liner. I really also like the Kat Von D bronzed eyeliner, the ones with the sparkles in it, but this one is by far the easiest liquid liner applicator to use. What I really, really like about this liner is it has these fine gold reflex in it. Anytime I'm at an event and I'm under basically any lights, it sparkles so, so much, and I get a lot of compliments. I definitely want to check out the black one of this. You guys have tried it, let me know, because I want to try that one as well. If you see, it just has a really nice fine point. The brush itself isn't really stiff. Sometimes they're a little bit too stiff, so it makes it harder to, oops, give that little flick that I just did on accident. This one just looks so good, and the wings always come out sharp. So next we have, and I have to read the back because it's such a long name, it's the Airbrush Flawless Finish Skin Perfecting Micro Powder, and this is in the shade 2 Medium. Recently, Katie and I went to have dinner with Charlotte Tilbury. It was incredible because she's an amazing artist, and I've always loved watching her YouTube videos. Her voice is just so soothing. You could literally listen to her speak forever. And I've always just kind of heard such great things about her products, so when we got to go meet with her and she gave us these things, I was so excited. And this powder has by far come through for me like so much. I've never really had a good setting powder. I've always used powder foundations, which I love powder foundations because they give you a full coverage finish, but they're not necessarily good for blotting throughout the night when you get oily. If you keep adding coverage, it starts to cake and it starts to look kind of, you know, kind of sus. This powder is really nice because it's so finely milled that it never cakes up. And it sounds so crazy to say that, but for example, for me, I gotta apply this on the sides of my nose all the time because the sides of my nose get really oily, and I kid you not, it never gets cakey, it never looks heavy, it just looks so smooth and actually blurs out like any imperfections. if you get oily, you need to blot throughout the night, this is perfect to have in your purse. I have all good things to say about this amazing powder. For this next item, I thought I would throw it in, but I know I talk about it so much. I've done brow tutorials with it. I did a campaign with Benefit, so obviously like I'm a huge fan. The Benefit Brow is another amazing brow product. I thought like nothing could beat the ABH brow stuff until I tried this, and it's been amazing, and I love it so much, especially if you have a lot of sparse areas in your brows. This is a really good brow pomade, and I love that the cute little container just has, boom, it has like the brush built in. You know, most of the time when things come with built-in brushes or brushes in the palettes, like they're shit, they suck. That's just the truth. A lot of things that come with things are not good, but this is actually good. I actually use this for my brows almost every single day. This stuff is just amazing, and if you haven't tried it, I advise you guys to try it because it's really good. And I'll also link my brow video in the description box. You can kind of see it in action. I use the color number 4. This is a really nice medium to dark brown, and it has more of an ashy undertone. It's not as warm, so if that's something you're looking for, this is a perfect color for you. For this item, I'm a little bit late to the game because I feel like so many people always talked about this item, and I've just started using it. The TATCHA Luminous Dewy Skin Mist. I've seen a lot of people rave about it. I've actually gotten to have a good relationship with TATCHA, and I've learned a lot about this mist because I know some people have tried it and not liked it, and they kind of told me why. It is a dewy skin mist. If you put too much, it has like some type of oils in it. It could just look too oily. They literally said 1 spray on one side of your face, 1 spray on the other side of your face, and that is what's gonna look good for you. I like to kind of just block off my highlight and spray over that because it sets the highlight into your skin and makes it look so much more glowy. I don't want the rest of my face to be that glowy, so I kind of just and it looks so beautiful. But I don't only use this when I wear makeup. I love to put this on my skin when it's more of like a bare skin look. I'll just put a little concealer under my eyes and on blemishes, and then just kind of like give myself a few mists of this, and you're just gonna look glowing. I wouldn't really recommend it if you have super oily skin because it is a little bit more, I don't wanna use the word oily because I feel like that's so negative, but it's like definitely very dewy. If you have dry skin, oh my god, it's gonna be phenomenal. This stuff is really nice. You know, be a little modest with it, I guess, because it can look a little too much, all I'm saying. All right, so this next product has kind of been like an absolute lifesaver for me, and kind of just baffles my mind how I've gone my whole life without trying this, because this is an easy remedy for breakouts, and it's actually pretty affordable compared to, like, you know, spending a lot of money on just different types of breakout medications and things like that. This is just the one I have. It's the Desert Essence Tea Tree Oil. I recently started using this when I was getting a facial with Yoli Glow. I love her. After she kind of extracted my situations, she would put a little bit of tea tree oil on top of them, and I asked her about it, and she was like, yeah, it's really good for breakouts. It's not gonna dry out your skin too much, so I decided to give it a shot. You do have to dilute tea tree oil because it is really strong, and if you use it just like straight up, it can, I don't want to say burn your face because it's like scary to say, but it is a potent thing and you have to dilute it with water. So if you do decide to try tea tree oil, please read reviews on it first and how it's helped other people, because, you know, there's reviews on both ends. For my skin type, it definitely helped me, and every single time I have a breakout, I dilute it with water and I put a Q-tip and I dip it in, put it on my breakouts, and I swear the next day they've gone down drastically, like 80%. Boom, it's like down. Since using it and kind of changing my skincare and stuff has gotten a lot better. If you guys are interested in my skincare, I also did a video recently and I'll link it as well in the description box. Read reviews. Don't always just like listen to what people are telling you, even if I'm telling you something, because your skin is definitely something that you want to take care of and you want to make sure you don't have allergies. So maybe even doing like a little spot test or something, but just know that no matter what I tell you guys, it's always good to research on your own and just, you know, see what's going on with different products and things like that. For me personally, it has just changed my life and lasts forever. I've been using this for a hot minute and it looks like I just bought it. So next up we have a hair care product, and this is the OUAI Dry Shampoo Foam. When I first got this, I was a little bit skeptical because I actually have to blow dry my hair with a round brush because I have frizzy, like curly hair. I don't like to put any wet products in it because then I'm afraid my roots are gonna get kinky again. When you apply a small amount, make sure that you keep rubbing it in until it's like completely dry. Once you really blend it in, it doesn't stay like that sticky mousse like texture. It just gets really nice and powdery, and If anything, this gives my hair volume more than anything. I put it in my hair, and literally after my hair was out to here, it was just so voluminous, and I have really flat hair at the top here, so anything I could use without having to tease it, I feel like is so exciting for me. So this product has just been amazing. I know it's coming out soon. I've been trying it and I love it, and I just wanted to tell you guys what I thought in my reservations, because I know that that might be reservations for some of you guys, because mousse is kind of just like a weird thing to me. Should I give you a little, see? This is what it looks like. It's just on my tweezers. All right, this is a body care item, and it's from CAUDALIE. It's the Vine Body Butter. Oh, I could smell this all day. I love anything grapefruit scented, and it doesn't advertise a grapefruit scent, but that's what I smell. And my friend smelled it too, and she also thought it was grapefruit, so oh my god, like it's so clean and fresh and like just the right amount of fruity without being too overpowering. This is something I like to put on before bed. I still love the Nivea lotion for daytime or like events, because it makes you look really, really like a greased turkey. But this one isn't like as greasy. It's more of just like a really nice rich cream, and it's good before bed because it's just thick, right? It's gonna like seep into your, or my alligator skin, because my legs can get really dry sometimes. It says it's rich in grape and shea butters. It's smooth, lightly fragranced. Texture instantly soothes dry, tight feeling skin, deeply nourishes. The skin is supple and comfortable, ideal as an after sun product. So yeah, it kind of does give you that like really nice, relaxing, like feeling. I just love body butter, so this one for nighttime use for me is just everything. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I honestly just feel like there's nothing about this other than like it just feels luxurious, and the smell just makes me so happy, and that's why I love it, and I've been using it so much, and it just... Okay, so the last thing I have in my favorites this month is the Supermodel Body, and this is by Charlotte Tilbury as well. This is also a new product that I've been using, and you guys kind of already know the drill with me, like anything that makes you glow and look so youthful and highlighted, and that's what this does for the body. Let's see how it looks on camera. It kind of gives you like that nice highlight down the leg, which makes your leg look slimmer. It just picks up the light really well. So it does have shimmer, and what's nice about this, if you have a special event, is it doesn't transfer to your clothing. All right, so this is what it looks like, and then you rub it into your body. And as you can see, it gives you like that highlight all the way down. Even though you're putting it all the way around, that's the part that the light is gonna catch. So it makes your legs look slimmer and more fit. Do you see that? No glow? Glow. No glow? Glow. So like I said, it does give you that slimmer appearance. It actually says Slimmer Shimmer on the bottle itself, and it's supposed to shape, hydrate, and glow, and I really feel like it does do that. If you have any muscles, like, you know I got big muscles here. Ugh. You want to put some on the muscles, like it's gonna just pop all those things that come forward a little bit more. So very, very nice. Really highly recommend this if you're getting married. Wedding day thing, this is beautiful. It's kind of like a timeless glow. I almost forgot to talk about my eyelashes. I only have one pair, so it was like really hard to talk about them because like I can't show them to you other than just on my eyeballs right now, but these are the new Iconic lights, and you guys know that I basically wear Iconics in all my videos, and I know a lot of you couldn't wear Iconics because they're maybe too heavy, the band is too thick. I've heard a lot of people say they don't work for them for those reasons. So what House of Lashes did is they created a lash just like the Iconics, but they made them lighter, so less hairs, so they're not as dense, and the band is a lot thinner. It's probably half the size. I just love these eyelashes. I feel like with no makeup look or a more natural flutter, these are just everything. I still love the Iconics, but I'm kind of like torn between which one I love more now because these ones are so pretty. If you guys have tried the Iconic lashes and maybe they didn't like work for you, I highly advise you to try the Iconic lights. I just started wearing them like 3 days ago, but I thought I'd throw it in because by the time I make my next favorite video, which, you know, who knows when that'll be, so I wanted to share them with you guys. All right, so that's it for my favorites. I really hope that you guys enjoyed them. If you've tried any of these products, if they worked for you, if they didn't, let people know in the comments down below. I know a lot of you guys did this in one of my other videos, and it really made me happy to kind of see everybody talking about products and their experiences, because, you know, I'm just one person. I have not the same skin type as everybody that's watching, and so when you guys kind of chime in and talk about how products worked for you in the comments, like, I feel like it really helps other people watching, and it just makes it kind of more of like a fun conversation community type of thing in the comments. So that's everything. Really hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you later. Bye. Hello?
Saw that you're filming. Just wanted to say hi. I miss you.
You do?
I'm lonely.
You need me right now, is what you're saying.